Zebronics ZEB-UFO review. The Bluetooth speaker market is a crowded one, with plenty of options available. If you don't have a lot to spend, one look on any popular e-commerce site will show you dozens of choices. But how do you differentiate one from the other? What makes one speaker stand out? Not a lot, as it turns out. Which is why some brands do a bit more to make their products more noticeable. Zebronics is one such brand, and its latest product is the Rs. 2900 ZEB-UFO, which has a bit more on offer than typical Bluetooth speakers at this price. The device comes with its own cordless handset, which lets you use the speaker in the same way that you would use a cordless landline phone once it's paired to your smartphone. We go into the details on this ZEB-UFO in our full review. The ZEB-UFO isn't called it for no reason. The disc-like shape of the speaker does in fact resemble the typical pop culture idea of an unidentified flying object. Two semicircular grills contain the two 3-watt speakers, while the center has the cordless handset which clamps onto the main disc magnetically. The top of the handset has controls for play, pause, next and previous, while the bottom has rubber grips for support. The back of the speaker has a memory card slot, a micro USB port for charging, an auxiliary socket, and a USB Type-A port. The handset itself has a small monogram display and number pad to dial with. It's possible to use the device for calls either with the cordless handset or directly through the speaker, with a microphone on the back of the handset serving in the latter case. There's also a physical power switch at the front. There's a 1200 mAh battery in the main speaker and an additional 200 mAh battery in the handset. The speaker can run for about 8-9 hours on a full charge with mixed usage of listening and phone calls. The charges when it's placed in its holder. On the whole, it's extremely well designed for desk use, and could fit in well at home or in an office. Once the device is connected to your Bluetooth-enabled smartphone, it can be used fairly easily. Receiving calls is simple, but placing calls can be tricky if your phone has security, because you'll first have to unlock it or initiate the call on your smartphone before you can start using the handset on this ZEB-UFO. The sales package includes a stereo cable and a micro USB cable for charging the device. The presence of the card slot and USB port means that the device can be used as a standalone media player for MP3 files. We use the Zebronics ZEB-UFO with our OnePlus 3 review, paired over Bluetooth, and also tried it with the included stereo cable connected to the same phone. Focus tracks for the review were Outkast's The Way You Move and Phrase Love Like This, and we also use the device extensively for phone calls. Starting with The Way You Move, we found the speaker to be far too treble heavy, to the point of being excessively sparkly even at the best of times. Lows and mids were weak, while there was a massive sensitivity spike in the highs. Voices and instruments almost seemed like they were screeching, and the sound was painful to listen to at all volumes. Bass was practically non-existent. Outkast's vocals were completely ruined by the lack of character and definition in the mids, and the speaker therefore comes across as terrible for listening to music.